Happy Monday and happy May the 4th. Today we celebrate Star Wars Day because in the Star Wars series they say may the Force be with you. And so on May the 4th we say may the 4th be with you. So in honor of Star Wars Day, I'm going to read a Star Wars story called Ezra's Wookiee Rescue. And this was from my friend Kelsey and Brylan, so thank you for the book so I could read it with my kids. It was a dark time in the galaxy. The Empire had defeated all the Jedi and taken control of many planets. One planet under Imperial control was Lothal, a tiny farming world on the outer rim of the galaxy. A young boy named Ezra lived there. Ezra was used to Imperial troopers taking what they wanted from hardworking farmers. But Ezra was also very clever. He knew ways to outwit the troops and to take back the things they stole. Each day he'd bring extra supplies back to a secret tower home on the outskirts of Capital City. Ezra didn't have any parents. He knew how to take care of himself, but he sometimes wondered what it would be like to have a real family. And if I mess up names of things, my bad. One morning in the Lothal market, Ezra spotted two Imperial officers forcing the local vendors to give them supplies. Behind the guards, several speeder bikes were stacked high with crates of stolen items. Ezra smiled sneakily. He was certain that if he timed things just right, he could snatch back some of the crates without them noticing. Quietly, Ezra inched closer to the bikes. But before he could reach them, a tall man walked out from the crowd. Ezra stopped. A strange feeling came over him. That was weird. He didn't know the man, but for some reason he felt like he was supposed to. Ezra watched curiously as the man signaled to a girl in a helmet. The girl nodded and activated a remote detonator. Instantly, one of the speeder bikes burst into flames. The market flew into a frenzy. Guards ran toward the explosion and attempted to move the supply bikes away from the disturbance. But their path was immediately blocked by the tall man. "How's it going?" The man smiled casually before pulling out a blaster and moving toward the loaded bikes. He was joined by a gruff-looking alien, and together the two quickly took down the remaining guards. This was Ezra's chance. He leaped from his hiding spot right onto one of the loaded bikes. "Thanks for doing the heavy lifting." He saluted the tall man before zipping away with the supplies. "After that, kid!" The man and the alien jumped onto two nearby bikes and raced after Ezra. Ezra managed to lose them on a busy street, but he wasn't as successful in shaking off the Imperial guards. Soon, Ezra was under fire from two speeder bikes and a trio of TIE fighters. Whatever's in the crates must really be worth it. But Ezra couldn't dodge their blasts forever. A laser from one of the TIE fighters hit his bike, slowing the machine down to a crawl. Ezra leaped from the smoking bike and prepared himself for the worst. But just as the TIE was about to fire again, it exploded. Ezra's eyes grew wide. The starship was swooping down toward him, and the tall man from the market was standing on the loaded ramp. His ship had saved Ezra. The man called to Ezra to jump aboard, but Ezra hesitated. "Kid, you have a better option?" Gathering his courage, Ezra leaped onto the hovering spaceship, taking a supply crate with him. On board the ship, the man and his companions introduced themselves. His name was Cannon. He was their leader. The helmeted girl was Sabine. The Twi'lek woman called Hera piloted the ship named the Ghost. The beat-up astromech droid named Chopper made all the ship's repairs, and the gruff-looking alien was Zeb. Zeb was furious that Ezra had interfered with their mission. Ezra defended himself. "Look, I was just doing the same thing you were, stealing to survive." Zeb growled. "You have no idea what we were doing. You don't know us." Hera landed the ship in a desolate part of the Lothal. Refugees whose farms had been taken by the Empire streamed out from the shadows. Zeb handed out food and supplies. "Who wants free grub?" Ezra was amazed. "Who are you people? I mean, you're not thieves exactly." Sabine smiled. We're not exactly anything. We're a crew, a team, in some ways, a family. Ezra nodded. Anyone who was against the Empire was okay in his book, but he still wasn't sure he could trust these rebels. Back on board the Ghost, Cannon told the team that they had a new mission. A shady crime boss named Visigoe had given them important information. Visigoe acquired the flight plan for an Imperial transport ship full of Wookiee prisoners. Ezra protested. He didn't want to go on some crazy rescue mission, but there was no time to take Ezra back to Capital City. He would have to go with them. Hera piloted the Ghost to the Imperial transport coordinates. Stealthily, she brought their ship up alongside the transport. Cannon, Zeb, and Sabine sneaked aboard, while Hera and Ezra remained behind, ready to pilot the Ghost out the